Hey, what's up, everybody? Honestly, I'm not really sure how to start this video off even. I was planning to make this video almost 2 months ago, I think, at this point, and I never really got to it because I wasn't sure what to actually make of it. But here I am, and we're just gonna get into this, and we're gonna, I wouldn't say expose, but we're gonna talk about the pilot discords, but also the funnel from the pilot discords into like rock services like Gembling, which I'm not a fan of, guys. I ain't gonna lie. Like pilots, I'm not a fan of pilots, but you can like justify it if you say a friend is playing on my account. But Gembolt and auto farmers and all that kind of stuff, that is just pure cheating. I remember in my pilot video from maybe a year ago, I was talking about the example of playing Counter-Strike, and where if somebody would cheat there, you get VEC banned. If you don't know what that means, is you just get permaban from the game um, for using cheats. It could be play CS, could be aimbot, could be like a script running or something. But I feel like in this game, the punishments are not really being handed out, and especially not for actual spenders. So in this video, we're gonna talk about that. I had an interview with an owner of a Gembolt service, so it's gonna be interesting, guys. I hope you stick around. All right, so I don't know if you guys remember the video I did. I think it was like a year ago about pilots, and back then I made the comparison of people playing Counter Strike, and if you cheat in Counter Strike, it doesn't really matter what you do. If you use aimbot, wall hacks, scripts, anything like that, you just get a permaban. It's game over, goodbye, see you later. You can go ahead, start a new account if you want, but better not cheat that time. But I feel like it's in this game, in Rise of Kingdoms, it's not really like that. Especially if you're a spender, rules are not set in stone and they are banned. And I don't know if that's just how the game developers meant to have the system, but it's very annoying to me because it does completely ruin the integrity of competitive kingdoms. In the end, I think everybody plays this game for fun, and you're not gonna have fun if the enemy has like 250k more gems because they use gem farming. That person might have more fun, but I'm definitely not gonna have more fun. So either way, I'm just yapping at this point. Let's just go into this. I'm in a bunch of discords on this account, piloting discords. This is the EPG one. I know Maya has made a YouTube video about pilots recently. Maya, I would like to say, pilots, okay, you could try to defend it, but what the fuck are you promoting here? Rook Autobot, okay? This is not just pilots anymore. Either way, let me know what you think, Maya. With that being said, we have the first actual Rockbolt Discord here, which is the Rockbolt Infinity Discord. They had a discount over here apparently. Where's the media? Okay. Features of the bots. They can do all kind of stuff. Apparently it works on Telegram. It has a bunch of features: attack marauders, train troops, heal troops, material production. Basically, guys, you don't need to play the game anymore. They do it for you. Who cares? Anyway, next Discord. Arcane Rock Services. Here they got reviews even. They sell the same bolt as everybody else. They even give away like certain things. I don't know what that is. So they have a bunch of stuff, farm bolts for resources and gems, and probably a bunch of other stuff that they can do. They also promote other discords. partnerships here, global store. I'm not sure. Pi accounts. They have a bunch of other stuff that they promote. Also here, mood top up bundles. Apparently they can get you bundles for cheaper. But guys, totally separate from the video right now. But I want to say these kind of services that will sell you something for cheaper, 99% of the time they're using a stolen credit card, where if you send them money through like PayPal or something, they're gonna have clean money, and then whenever the credit card that they stole, the charges get disputed, you're gonna lose that money. So just a hint, a quick tip, do whatever you like with it, but these places are probably scams, sketchy as hell, and I would never trust them with my money. That being said, on to the next Discord. Krakenbot, I think this is a Spanish speaking Discord. They also have same thing, boost production, collect resources, all kinds of stuff. They can do a bunch. It's the same like the other ones. So Koji the Friends, this one is also a miner for gems, and here you can even see like a Gembot channel where people are like, I don't know, starting it or seeing what's going on, and you can see this is being used a lot. This is just from today. All this is just from today of people like starting it, using it. Same with this, all from today. So there is actually quite a lot of people that use these services, because this I think is a pretty small Discord. I can't see the members right real quick. I don't know. Then we have another Discord called Jammer. This one is also kind of a different one that has like a minor channel here. I can't actually see it, but a little bit weird. Tips and tricks. This was also interesting. Make small in-game purchases if possible. Purchase anything in-game will help you reduce attention from Lilith systems. So apparently, yeah, if you buy something, then Lilith's not gonna hunt you down, which is crazy. Is the miner safe? Can I get banned? It's designed to be safe and stable. No tool guarantees 100% safety, but likely 90%. Lol. Over 4 years of operation with no bot related bans. Okay, kind of crazy if that's true. Not gonna lie. With new Lilith scan system, we found the way. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what to even think of this. Again, it's the same, like, you know, they know that they're doing something that's against the TOS, you know, and they're still like, yeah, they're still doing it. I have no words, guys. I have no words. We have another one, Autorock. I mean, it says in the name. They also have pilot services, apparently. And you can buy accounts, you can buy farms. And here you need to make a ticket to get the bots, software, and apps for Rise Kingdoms game to automate resource gathering, gems gathering, titles gathering, and city management. So this Discord is set up quite badly, because here you can see all, or at least with the Discord extension, you can see all the people that made a ticket for the bot. So for me, I'm assuming that all these people actually purchased something, either if it's a resource gathering bot or gems gathering bot. Either way, they purchased something. That's my reasoning behind this. Okay. Then we have the Vietnamese version of one of these Discords, which I just saw this actually when I was checking all the Discords. If you're visiting some city in Vietnam for travel or vacation and need help from a local, feel free to contact me. This guy is a whole fucking travel agency in a rock Discord fucking gembot selling Discord, man. What the fuck is this? Yeah, he's got an apartment. Yo, IRL apartment, let's go. There's even shot from a Galaxy Z Fold 5. Okay, anyway. They are, yeah. So also they sell basically everything. They also have the mood top up bundles. So these are also promoting it. And here you can see the Gembot, people saying stop, start, whatever. This is also all from today. A lot of people, dude. A lot of people. Just look at all these channels, man. So many people. So yeah, it's crazy. It's very, very crazy. They also have a couple of tickets here, but not much. yeah, so many people use this. It's ridiculous. Not sure what happened with the recording there, but anyway, I was gonna show you guys some things I've been working on that was actually a couple months ago, but whatever, you know, still gonna use it at this point. When I first looked on these Discords, I was gonna try and see if I can actually link people like to the accounts. So I saw this person. Don't mind all the names and stuff. I saw this person, Tempe, which has a gemma role, which from what I could see means that this person bought and used the gem bot, and this person had a Kingdom 1719 tag. So okay, I was like, fuck it, let me see if this person actually has an account there as well. Tempe. Now let's see. Tempe is the goddamn R5 of the kingdom. I was like, oh shit, alright. Tempe X Toga. This is the person that's using a gem bot, apparently. Crazy. That's okay. Wild stuff. Then I found this person, Alt F4, but I wasn't sure if this person was this actual person, King Alt. Maybe. Not 100% sure. So I kind of skipped over him. Same with a lot of other ones as well. I couldn't find this guy, 2489. But I wanted to, you know, just check at least. Now there is a couple of people from the Wu-Tang clan. I forgot which kingdom it is. I know Daddy Furious is in there, I think. And he has the tag 28 Wu as well. So he's in that kingdom Discord. And I asked one of the officers, and he said this is probably like a pilot for one of their users, but he's also a gem user, so, or a gem bot user, you know. So that's kind of concerning because they might be using those accounts inside that kingdom to actually use gem bots. And I looked up his Discord messages in the Rise of Kingdoms Discord, and then he said still building your account. So fucking funny, ain't it? All right, moving on. This is another person. I don't know. Here, fuck it. We got Pekka over here. Hell yeah, Pekka. I see you got a tag for 3483, so I wanted to check over real quick. There you go. Pekka is muted, just so you know. Also, person that uses a gem bolt. I mean, honestly, I see that a lot of these people are either like R4s or R5s. I don't know. Not sure why. Fong also couldn't find this guy. Maybe a pilot. He's even yeah. Okay. Anyway, even another person. Oh, this guy actually does have. I should define this guy. Did he just had this kingdom name or his kingdom tag in his name? Okay, 3120. Oh my god, it's also an R5. No way. 3 prime. Kill points also 24 billion. I wonder if these people bought their accounts or not. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe it's bought accounts and this is the only way they can actually support it. Maybe the Zoro guy. This guy here. My name in game, Zoro XII. Okay, fine. I found him. Good enough for me. Let me see who. I mean, this is all kind of. This one is funny. Okay, we got Arcane. One of the Discords, the Arcane Discord, and the Vietnam one. They're beefing apparently. This guy says, I have never met anyone so despicable and shameless. The server owner and the seller on that server are going crazy trying to sabotage my server. They're using every dirty and low tactic possible to ruin my server's reputation. Bro, you guys are both selling something that's not even allowed in the game, okay? Get off your high horse, brother. Luring customers. This is not me, by the way. There can only be one frog, and this is not it. Okay, just so you know. Anyway, that's kind of funny they're beefing. So anyway, I found all this, and I was like, okay, you know what? I see like all these channels. Okay, not on this Discord. Where was it? Okay, so I see like all these channels. Wouldn't it be funny if I could like actually see if I could like extract all that data? So here I made a little Excel file because you guys know I love Excel, okay? And I decided to, yeah, everybody's username and Discord ID of whoever actually opened a ticket inside those Discords. So these are all the people you know, you can look through it. You can see if your friends are in here. These are all the people that made tickets and most likely, 99% sure, bought something on these Discords. So anyway, I don't know if I'm gonna share this, but you can look through it. You can pause the video and then see if you recognize anybody. And I don't know, you can like, I don't want to spread hate or anything, but I hope just that the developers, you know, at least fucking do something about this. Cause come on, it's getting ridiculous, man. It's getting ridiculous. Anyway, we're not done yet. I did have an interview with I forgot his name. I'm gonna look up his chat, guys. 1 second. I'll be right back. So I had an interview with this person, Necto, from the Rockbot Infinity Discord, and he is one of the owners, or he is the owner. I'm not 100% sure. Which is also, he shared here that he is using Dribble as well. But anyway, I messaged him in game first, and then I went to Discord with him, and here I had a fair amount of questions. So before we go to the answers, because he typed all the questions out as well. He asked if I was gonna be a competitor. Definitely not, and I will also not advertise for you. I mean, I guess, I mean, I'm giving you exposure. I don't know. I don't think this video is gonna get that many views, but whatever. So I asked him a couple of questions. Okay, so how did you get involved with Gembots? And he first got involved in 2022, which is 4 years ago now. And I guess that, yes, there probably were Gembots back then. And what made him decide, you know, to start signing them? He said, I became bored with doing everything manually and decided to experiment with automating some of the repetitive processes. Over time, I developed into a service that we could offer to other players. Okay, fine. Do you see this as a business, a side hustle, or simply part of the game community? He said, I would describe it mainly as a small hobby. It generates some income, but personally, I do not consider it a major or full-time business. So for him, it's kind of like, yeah, it's something on the side that he gets some money from, so maybe it's not that important to him. And he says, I asked him like, who buys the Gembots, because I was very curious. He says most customers are ordinary working adults, generally aged 18 or older. They are not necessarily wealthy players who can spend a huge amount of money on the game. Many of them simply do not have enough free time to play for several hours every day. The bot makes repetitive tasks, give people more free time while allowing them to continue progress and avoid falling behind other players. So with this answer, like, I can understand why people would do this, but I mean, we're gonna go back to the discussion as well with why pilots are bad. I remember back in the day when I started playing, which is like 2018, something like that, a little bit like 2019, I think. At least whenever the game came out, because I was one of the very first. People were, you know, it meant something if you were online a lot. It meant something. If you were active a lot of the day, then you were, you know, you were important, or not necessarily important, but you were helpful and you were contributing, and it felt like a community. The game felt like a community in the early game. Okay, you had an alliance, you knew the people in the alliance, you talked with them every day, you had fun, you joked around, maybe you had Discord calls, and this just sucks the soul out of the game because you're not even playing anymore, you know. And that's the main issue I have. Maybe I should have said it 15 minutes ago in the video, but that is my main issue. So what do you think players, or why do you think players choose Gembots instead of gathering normally or buying gems legitimately? My god, I can't speak. The main reasons are time and value. So it's mainly just about the value here, because yeah, people can't spend that much on actual gems, and they can't spend 35 on, you know, a bot. So how large is the demand for Gembots within Rise of Kingdoms? The demand is fairly strong. With proper advertising, there are enough players willing to pay for automation, fast progress, and a small advantage. So yeah, there is, I mean, like I showed the Excel file, you know, there is plenty of players that use it. So has the demand increased or decreased in recent years? And he said, in my experience, demand has continued to increase over years, which makes sense. People get tired of doing the same things, which I like. I understand the repeated tasks. That is such a kill for a lot of people. Same for me, I quit the game for 6 months. I couldn't be bothered to even do the dailies, So I can see why people might be annoyed with that. Here I also had another interesting question, because there's so many Discord bots, or not Discord, so many Discords that sell the bots. How competitive is the gem bot market, and what makes customers choose one seller over another? Is that the main factors are software quality, reliability, support, and price? When software is reliable and properly maintained, customers are often willing to pay more for it. For example, I know competitors sell their bots for around 22, while our price is approximately 35. Our price is higher because we focus on software quality. So there is, according to him, there is different tiers of quality within the bot makers. So I mean, it also makes sense. I can understand that. Are most sellers independent, or are large groups operating multiple servers? There are many organized groups rather than only independent sellers. Different people specialize in different areas. Some develop and maintain the software, while others handle hosting, sales, technical support, customer communication. Many sellers and developers know each other and communicate within the same general community. It can therefore involve fairly large networks of developers, hosting providers, resellers, supporting staff. So there is a big group of players or people or developers, or however you want to call them. It's a big group that all kind of work together on this. So make with that whatever you want. I don't really have a comment on that, to be honest. Number 10, I was wondering, how much do you actually make of these gem bots? He said it can generate income, especially if you own software, but I would not describe it as extremely profitable. For us, it's still close to a hobby that produces some income than a major business. It is not free work, but also not some highly profitable industry where everyone earns a huge amount of money. Now, then the question, of course, is what is a huge amount of money for him? I mean, if he could earn 10k from this, then I would say that's pretty nice to have, decent amount of income from that. But maybe he doesn't earn that much. He wouldn't give me an exact number, of course, so hard to say. But according to him, it's more of a hobby, which is hard to say, because as you saw, the Arcane Discord is apparently trying to poach people from the Vietnamese Discord. So maybe, I mean, there is some real competitiveness among the sellers. So yeah, it's hard to say. Maybe for him it might be a hobby, but I don't know if that's for all the other Discords as well. 11, what worries sellers most? Being scammed, payment disputes, Discord bound, or being caught by the game developers? Personally, we don't have any major concerns at the moment. We have built a fairly strong reputation, so payment disputes and scams are rare. We have not experienced serious or constant problems in this area. Discord and Telegram are mainly communication and information platforms for us. Even if a particular channel or server disappeared, many regular customers already know us and will be able to find the replacement community. So he didn't say that much about being caught by the game developers, but I asked that again in question 12. How serious is the actual risk of customers or sellers being banned? For sellers, there is not much direct in-game risk because they are providing and supporting the service rather than necessarily using it on their own main accounts. So for sellers, I can understand. I guess I should focus the question just straight up to customers, but for customers, I can only speak from our personal experience. Approximately 1,000 customers have used our service, and we have not seen a customer main account permanently banned specifically because of our service. Temporary restrictions can happen, especially with very new farm accounts. For example, if someone creates a new account, upgrades it very quickly, and immediately begins using automation, the system may consider that activity suspicious. Temporary restrictions may last 1 day, several days, or something up to a week, particularly if suspicious activity continues. Now, this is what I want to bring back from the first thing I said in the video. Why are you even getting a restriction? If the system already knows you're using an automation process, why not just ban it? I don't get it. What is the logic here? Oh, I'm sure he's not gonna do it again if I put a restriction on him. No, of course he is gonna do it again. So yeah, the anti-cheat, or whatever you want to call it, sucks in this game. I'm gonna say it, yes. I'm gonna say it. Shoot me if you want. Whatever. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people agree with it. So, well, according to him, no main accounts have actually been banned by this. So that's crazy. The system is not working. Why do you think reports about Gembot users or sellers sometimes appear to lead nowhere? Don't have reliable information to answer this question, so okay, fine. He doesn't really want to talk about people getting banned, of course, so it makes sense. Do you believe Gembot give players an unfair advantage over people who get a resource normally? And he actually agrees with me. I thought he would say like no, they don't, but yes, they clearly provide an advantage, especially in terms of time and account progression. The biggest advantage is that the player does not need to remain in the game all day. Repetitive activities can be automated, allowing the player to enter major events or wars with more resources, action points, and account progress. However, the advantage mostly comes from reducing repetitive tasks, repetitive work, rather than directly controlling the outcome of battles. I agree, because it's not you don't use the bot to battle with people, but I mean, it's gonna it's gonna be very difficult for like someone that spends maybe $100 a week, which is for some people a lot of money already, to compete with somebody just spends $35 on an auto gem farmer, and then this guy is gonna have like 3 max spin wheels, and the other guy is now gonna have like maybe 1 max spin wheel. So there is a very big difference, I say. What effects do gem bots have on kingdom economies and KvK competition? Do not think a gem bot provides a decisive military advantage by itself. During KvK, success depends more on the total number of active players, leadership, coordination, activity, and overall strength of the kingdom, and the bot mainly helps reduce the gap between ordinary players and heavy spenders. A player who spends 1,000 to 2,000 per month will naturally have significant advantages. However, a bot costing around 35 may allow another player to gain some comparable progression benefits without spending anywhere near the same amount. I mean, that is the issue, you know. Here he says bots are not used as frequently during the very earliest stage of a kingdom. They become more common around the first or second KvK and during later seasons. Starting to use automation around the first KvK may significantly accelerate account development depending on the situation. A player may collect around 200,000 gems per month and invest them in equipment, commanders, VIP development, or progress towards T5 too. A normal free-to-play player might need around a year to unlock T5, while automation and effective account management may reduce that time to approximately 5 or 6 months. These numbers are only rough estimates and depend heavily on activity. In terms of kingdom economy, automation can increase the amount of resources available. Okay, yeah. Now, isn't that crazy? Isn't that ridiculous? You're gonna have T5 in like half the time if you play the game well. Like, if that's not, I mean, I always want to say game breaking, you know. You're gonna have T5 so early. It's I'm lost for words, you know. I am lost for words, and it's gonna be, you know, everything costs gems in this game. Okay, equipment costs gems, commander costs gems, VIP costs gems. If you are gonna be able to just get this many gems for such a low cost by using cheats, because it is cheats, let's call it what it is, we're using cheats, then you're gonna have a massive advantage over other players, an unfair advantage. If you spend a couple of thousand, then okay, you spend the money, you know, okay, you bought it legitimately. Now, I'm not saying, you know, I don't want to sound like a bootlicker for a fucking cash grab game, because in the end, that's what it is, you know. We love the game, but it is a cash grab at the end. But I'm just against cheating, you know. That's the whole point. I'm just against cheating. So I find it very difficult to, you know, balance my values against this. Do you think a Rise of Kingdoms grind and monetization create demand for these services? 100%. Like I said, they do. They create the situation here to, you know, make these bots viable, and I don't think there's gonna be much to be done about it. Just, you know, make sure the end cheats a little bit better. Who holds the most responsibility? The seller, the buyer, or the game developer? I think the question is difficult to answer because the word responsibility can mean different things. The seller provides a service, the buyer independently chooses whether to use it, and the developer creates the game. Its rules, its monetization system, and enforcement methods, each side makes its own decision. Yeah, so again, it's a difficult question to answer this one. And I personally think the most responsibility lies with the game developer, because they create the system, they can change the system, they can make, you know, a better enforcement method, like he names it. So it's a interesting question. Do you personally believe selling Jambolt services is wrong, and have you ever considered stopping? He said this before. He says, personally, I mainly see it as a hobby. My interest is not limited to Rise of Kingdoms. I'm genuinely interested in developing automation tools, both modifications, similar software to different games. And at the end of the day, games are supposed to be enjoyable, in my opinion. Players should spend their time on the enjoyable part of a game rather than being forced to repeat the same boring task every day. For that reason, I do not personally see automating repetitive grinding as something seriously wrong. I'd rather automate boring tasks and spend my actual gaming time on wars. See, like, I can understand this part. Again, like, the repetitive tasks are annoying, but that doesn't mean that farming gems 200k a month is fine. That's not a repetitive task. I mean, like, it is a repetitive task, but it's not one that's supposed to be automated. You know, I can get that logging in, doing your daily task, claiming your VIP rewards, doing expedition, like, those are repetitive tasks, you know, fine. You don't want to do those. I get that. But this is something different. This is, it's hard to put even a word on it. You know, you want to focus on the wars, the events, the teamwork, and the enjoyable activities, but you're not going to have any teamwork if you don't actually play the game. You're not going to have any events if you don't actually play the game, you know. You're going to have wars, and you're going to have a massive advantage, and then what? You're going to just only play the wars? You're not going to have any, you know, socializing with your kingdom or anything like that. I think it also, like, it alienates the player as well. Is what I'm trying to say. I mean, I have some other questions here, but so we'll just end up with this last question. What is something about the Jambolt industry that ordinary players would be surprised to learn? Now, this is a fun one. Many ordinary players might be surprised by how many bot functions could simply be introduced as normal quality of life features within the game itself. 100% agree. For example, the game could allow players to automatically join nearby alliance forts or rallies, perform certain repetitive PvE tasks, or continue some activities without requiring the player to remain online constantly. Some other games already include similar convenience features. If Rise of Kingdoms introduced more built-in automation, the demand for external worlds would probably decrease significantly. I believe this would also make the game more enjoyable. Players should spend less time on repetitive grinding and more time on KvK, alliance activities and wars, like you said. Yeah. At the moment, a player may spend 1 month fighting during KvK and then have to spend a long period rebuilding resources and repeating boring tasks. When routine farming is automated, players become less afraid of spending resources or losing troops, which may lead to more active battles and more interesting content. P.S. I also believe that many players would have already quit the game if bots did not exist. Before using automation, some players would play for only 2 or 3 months, become tired of the repetitive grind, and then either abandon the game or sell their account. Now, I'm not sure if that's true, but he says here, now with the help of bots, many of these players remain active. I'm not sure if that's true, but I definitely, like, 100% agree with this person that if the game just had a way, like, just had a quality of life update where they would make the game easier for us to play, add a little bit of automation here, maybe, you know, make it a little bit easier for us, and then, you know, then people wouldn't use bots. Although the gem builder, he's still going around the gem gathering part where it just breaks the balance for a lot of people, and it's so unfair for, like, a lot of people that either do spend spend money or that are free to play. So he is going on that subject. For the rest, I kind of agree with him. But we're gonna leave it here, guys. I think this video is gonna be like fucking 40 minutes long at this point. So, guys, I love you. All right. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Anyway. Redskins. My God. This is gonna be the end, boys. This is gonna be the end. I'm just yapping at this point, man. It's so hot in my room. I'm gonna make a video about the merch that I have from the Rise of Kingdoms events, and we're gonna maybe do a giveaway. So stay tuned. Anyone that's watching, have a good time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let me know what you think of the video, and let me know what you think of Jambolts. I'll see you guys next time.